Hello everyone. Before starting lecture number 7, what we learned in previous 6 lecture, we will take one review of previous 6 lecture. So previous 6 lecture, we learn about sewage quantity, collection conveyance of sewage and source of sewage. Actually unit number 1, which is divided into 3 parts: sewage quantity, characteristic of sewage and stream sanitation. Already we covered unit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, collection, conveyance of sewage and source of sewage. So in detail, we learn about collection and conveyance of sewage, that is, what are the exact collection system, then disadvantage and of conservation system. So in collection system, there was two types. One is conservation system, the second is a water carriage system. So in conservation system, we already learned about it's a deposited type of excavator or night soil. It's called the conservation system, or which is also called as the dry system. So in conservation system, we learn different types of a conservation system in terms of night soil, garbage, slurry and stormwater. Then we had discussed about disadvantages of conservation system in terms of hygiene and sanitary aspect, transportation aspect, labor aspect, building design aspect, condition of a drain aspect, human aspect, risk epidemics, pollution problem, cost consideration, disposal and the land requirement. So in lecture number 5, we discuss about a water carriage system. It is a second types of a conservation system. In that lecture, we learn advantages of water carriage system and the comparison of both, which is nothing but a conservation system and water carriage system. In which that we learn about what exact water carriage system, then its advantages in terms of hygiene, sanitary aspect, epidemic aspect, pollution aspect, compactness in design, labor aspect, treatment aspect, land disposal requirement, cost consideration. Then I had given you one homework assignment. It is related to comparison of both system. Already I told you, just you have to write on that page what assignment, then it convert into PDF format and which is attached on a Google form. Already I shared that Google form in a previous 2 or 3 days. So this was about in a lecture number 5. In lecture number 6, we learn about a classification of water carriage system, in which that there are again 3 classification: separate system, combined system, partially separate system. In a separate system, we already discussed about there are 2 types of sewer systems separately. One is for the household wastewater, another is from the wash drain of a road, then stormwater. This is a separate sewer system. Then secondly, we already discussed about combined system. In a combined system, both are, that means roof from a drain water, storm water, and waste from the residential area, which is combinedly flow in a one sewer, and one go for the treatment plant and another for the disposal into the stream. This overall related to actual classification water carriage system. It's related to separate and the combined system. Already we discussed about advantages, disadvantages of both system, that means separated system and the combined system in collection of water and conveyance system. So today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the third one types of water carriage system, that is partially separate system. Actually in this system, only one set of underground sewer is laid. So यहाँ पे only one set रहता है sewer का underground laid किया हुआ. So this sewer admit the sanitary sewage as well as the early washing from drainage area due to rains. So you can see here again, sewer admit the sanitary sewage as well as what? So drainage area due to the rains. Sometimes rain, it may combinedly flow in a one sewer. So that's called as a partially sewer system. When the stormwater exceeds its specified limit, the excess is diverted into the natural water. So sometimes stormwater exceeds its specified limit. At that time, excess is diverted into the natural water. So you can see here, this is a separate system. Actually, this is a combined system, included of roof drain water and the storm drain water, which is came from the household and storm drain water. But sometimes due heavy rain, it can be laid a separate pipe. Due to excess of water, it can be drained or disposed into the direct natural drain water, or in a sanitation or in a stream. So that it's called as a partially separated system. But when the storm water is excess, at that time this system can be used, which is called as a partially separated system. So here are some advantages of partially separated system. The first advantage, the sewer are of a reasonable size. Their cleaning is therefore not difficult. So here is a sewer size is very reasonable, so we can easily clean it. The second one, it combines the advantages of both the separate as well as the combined system. So this sewer, partially sewer, having the combined advantages of a separate as well as combined sewer system. The third one advantage is the work of a house plumbing is reduced because the rainwater from roof, salty from the bath or kitchen, etc. can be taken in the pipe carrying discharge from the water closet. So here is reduce the plumbing work because of rainwater and the salty water from the kitchen taken into the one pipe which is carry the discharge from the water closet. Here are again some disadvantage of partially separate system. The first disadvantage of partially separate system, during dry weather, flow deposition take place in a sewer. During dry weather condition, it is so difficult to flow deposition take place in this sewer. The second disadvantage, as the initial storm water is included, the cost of pumping and site house disposal unit increases. If the initial storm water is included, at that time, pumping of that storm water, it is a unit cost is increases. Pumping for the disposal, it may increase the unit cost. And third one disadvantage, the storm water increases the load on treatment units. If the excess of storm water may be increases, due to that, load of treatment plant can be increased due to that. That's the combined system actually, separate and combined system. Excess of water may be increased, automatically treatment unit load increases. So disadvantage number 4, there are the possibilities of overflow requiring the construction of stormwater overflow. So due to the excess of rainwater, it may have a possibility of what? Overflow. This is again one of the dangerous disadvantages. Then next lecture, we will discuss about variation in wastewater flow as well as the estimation of wastewater. Thank you very much.